Shalom Akim, brother Kamama Har here, back at it again. First things first, I want to give all praise to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, qadash. Double honors and apostles and elders learn truth from GMS. Blessings to the Akim there preaching his word with wholehearted true sincerity. And blessing to the 144,000 and the 1/3, the first fruits kingdom of heaven, the house of David, the Biyaf Dawadah. And shalom to you brothers out there that speaking in different tongues and looking in different nations. That's also Israelite brothers as well. Shalom. So today is actually I'm going into the elect. While we're doing this thing, who we're enduring for, and at the end of the day, this entire gospel that Yahawashi and all the prophets and all the promises and the blessings and all the basically the rewards of the kingdom is for the elect, which is the 144,000 and 1/3. And we're here to preach this word for the elect's sake. You know what I mean? Because the elect, that's what it's all about. It ain't for 2/3. It's only for the brothers that's out there as so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Indians who have an ear to hear. Let them hear. So first things first, I wanted to speak on that because a lot of Christianity will always say that this thing is for peace and love and it's for the whole entire world, and it's for everybody. You got Moab, you got I was gonna go with the nations are classified today. You have the so-called white man, which is definitely nonsense. You have the Arabs, the Indians, the Africans, the Japanese, the Chinese, all those different nations that's not of a so-called Negro, Latino, Native Indian. They're heathens, and then it's not for them if you're really a descendant of those bloodlines, because we already know Gentile foreigners are also can be looked at as our brothers too, because there will be Israelites as the elect. The elect will look like Japanese, Chinese, Africans, Edomites in general, from the seed line of the father that is by the blood of an Israelite. So let's let that be known. This thing is not about skin color to be the elect. So it's not about, oh, you are black. We don't prescribe the black, but we're Hebrew Israelites. That from a surface level, most of the time from a surface level, looks like a so-called Negro like Judah. But we always like to say, which is very true in the scriptures, the elect will also look like different brothers who look like speaking different tongues and also in different nations. Now, get back to my point. We're doing this for the elect's sake, because when the elect is fully sealed, we will get out of here. And that's the prophecy of what's going to happen. So, and like Pastor Hard was saying, that the elect's pretty much, basically sealed or pretty much there according to these prophecies. So, keep going in this thing. My first precept I wanted to get out was 2 Timothy 2:10. I got these things written down all ready to go, and I'm gonna go ahead and let the Spirit deal. And anything else come about, we'll bring that out. 2 Timothy 2:10. And it's therefore I endure all things for the elect's sake, that they may also obtain the salvation which is in Yahawashi the Mashiach with eternal glory. Exactly. So this is for the elect. Now, I brought out a definition before what the elect is. As a matter of fact, I'll go ahead and bring that out for edification's sake. Elect, which is very, 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 very important definition. So that way, for edification, it says choose someone to hold public office or some other. That's not what I'm looking for. Okay, chosen or singled out. I like that. Let me go see if there's more better translations. Okay, God chose someone in preference to all others for salvation. That's very true. Singled out, chosen by God for salvation, elected to or chosen for a position, but not yet in office. Absolutely. Pretty good. Pretty good. Let me go to the blue letter with that one. The blue letter in 2 Timothy 2:10. I'm already here. Let's go to the blue letter. And let's go to click here and go to 2 Timothy 2:10. Okay, so wait for a second. I'll just go back to the actual scriptures in general, since the blue letter. 2 Timothy 2:10. It says, interlinear. And I like the blue letters version of the elect as well. For the elect. Probably electos. Yeah, electos. And it says, picked out, chosen by the Most High to obtain salvation through Yahawashi. Christians are called chosen or elect of God, but not all of them though. The Messiah is called elect as appointed by God to the most exalted office conceivable. There you go. Choice, select, the best of its kind or class. Excellent, preeminent, applied to certain individual Christians, because the Christians are the real Christians are the Israelites. And this, I think the best one here will be chosen, select, the best of its kind. So you have a big pie of Israelites. You have a big pie of Israelites, and out of the Israelites, 2/3 will be cut off, and the 1/3 will be saved thereof out of it. Pursuing to Zechariah 13:8, I believe. Right, Zechariah 13:8. And so that's in the 1/3 of that pie, which is 66% of a major pie. You know, that portion of people, which is a small number, is going to be the elect, the ones who are going to be saved when Yahawah's second coming come. Because on my last video I brought out the chariots, which are are the vehicles of the Most High, the angels drive, and their job is to pursue in Matthew 24, is to go and gather his elect from the four corners of the wind. They're not gathering everybody. They're gathering the elect, which is the best of its kind of class, chosen, selected exclusively. Like you have an MVP, rookie of the year, and etc. of a huge number is going to be 2, 3, or 4 people recognized for a phenomenal performance, better than all the rest. So when we out, so that's why in the scriptures where it goes into 2 Timothy 2:10, it says, therefore I endure all things for the elect's sake, that they may also obtain the salvation which of the Mashiach Yahawashi with eternal glory. Right, because the first fruits of kingdom of heaven will be the elect only of the nation of Israel, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Indians, going back to the bloodline of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, of the 12 tribes, the 12 sons that Jacob had named Israel came out of. Let me go to 2 Peter, because we got to keep doing this work here. And this work has to be, because as long as, the fame of the word is not here yet. And we still have to go in the highways and hedges until Yahawah tells us not to. And because of that, we can still see that the job still need to be done. So, and we have to keep our work being done because we need to prove our faith. But we can go to 2 Peter 1 and, let me see. No, I got it 1 and 10. Salakia. It's a wherefore, Salakia, brothers. Okay. There you go. It says, Salakia, brother, says, wherefore rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. For if you do these things, you shall never fail. Right. So we got to keep the laws to the best of our ability. Preach the word on the highways and hedges, to bid the marriage. I'll get that scripture too as well. And to seal the elect, man. That's what we're here for. To we enduring this thing for the elect. We're trying to seal the elect so that we can get out of this place and go back to our homeland and wish the downfall and pray for the downfall of Babylon the Great, so-called America. So we got to keep on doing this thing. We can't give up. That's why it says go in season and out of season, all year round, because there's no taking your hand off the plow. You got to keep on going this thing to make your calling, your election sure. You can't give up. Any dream in the world you was trying to do, the moment you stop doing it, that's the moment your dream will not come true. The dreams in general on a carnal level, which is Israelites' dream, is the kingdom. And that's our hope and faith, to be in the kingdom, be salvation, and be saved first. Is pretty much like our dream. So where our work is to do the work of the Lord and and preach the gospel to the elect, to seal them up so we can get out of here. But we have to keep on going this thing and be diligent. What diligent goes back to karatazah in the ancient Hebrew, I believe. And that's what I pray for the Spirit, to keep on going and keep going diligent, not be lukewarm, and keep on going strong in this thing with passion, man. we put these videos up, man. This is for the love of the Akia, man, to edify and to comfort, and also to open up some other brothers that's supposed to be hearing this thing. So with that one being said, let me go to what I had. I had was it James? No, let me go to second Esdras. I believe it was second Esdras. Let me see what James was. James 2:18. So like it, brothers. I'm a little flustered, but I got this one down. James, right. James 2:18. Yes, here we go. So when I brought out Second Peter 1:10, where it says, "Wherefore, brethren, make your diligent and your call your election sure." Salaki, brothers. I don't want to butcher that. Second Peter, First Peter. Just to land back one time. First Peter, 2:10. Salaki. There we go. It says, wherefore the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. If you do these things, you shall never fail. Right. So when you look at that, that's a non-giving up situation. And now when you go back to second Esdras, James, Salaki, brothers, you go to the book of James, James 2:18. It says, a man may say, thou hast faith, and I have works, and shew me the faith without thy works, and I will show thee my faith by my works. Right. So you can, spiritually, the work we're doing and me putting videos up throughout the week to feed the sheep, going to the highways and hedges every Saturday, or whatever week brothers can do, but predominantly Saturday. And and always trying to bid to the marriage to the people, which is the Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Indians. That's the works, and showing my faith by the works. I'm gonna read that again. It's the second James 2:18. It says, a man may say, thou hast faith, and I have works. Show me thy faith without thy works, and I will show you my faith by my works. Right. So, like, for example, I used to play football, and I was trying to pursue the NFL. It's easy to tell somebody, oh, I want to go to the NFL. Okay, you have faith in the NFL, but what are you doing to prove yourself, to try to put yourself in a position to go to the NFL? And how would somebody believe that you really want to do that? So the faith will be sprinting on the track, go lifting weights, doing the feet drills, taking care of your body, nutrition. All those things are the works. And also by doing works, you have faith in what you're trying to do, because if you didn't have faith, you wouldn't have the works either. They go hand in hand in this thing. So you can say you an Israelite, but prove and if you have faith in this thing and Yahawashi, you have to have works to back it up. You can say things all you want, but you got to have faith. You have to have works to back it up. Videos, helping the Akim out, alms, supporting the brothers. Or if you are a prophet, you speaking. You actually going to the camps and actually doing, holding signs, or you speaking in general, like I just said. Or you're actually alming with the brothers, supporting the brothers. Those are the works, being brotherly, and things of that nature. Those are the works to prove your faith. If you really got faith, you have to have works in order to do this thing. That's why I really... even go to 17, even so faith, if it hath not works, is dead, being alone. Right. Faith can't be alone. It has to be works combined with the thing. So I wanted to bring that out right after 2 Peter 1:10, because that making your diligent, you're making your call and your election sure by being diligent, is actually having those works. And having those works mean you believe and you have faith in this thing, and that's proof. That's concrete proof that you really believe in this thing, because you're actually doing something about it. That's how this thing works. And we're doing all these works because we believe in the name of Yahawah, Yahawashi. And we also understand the parameters to the actual belief. Because remember, scripture says, if you know him, you keep his commandments. You fear the Lord and keep his commandments. And fearing the Lord is also the first thing of wisdom too as well. And being wise in this thing is to have faith in this thing and believing in Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi and fearing the Lord by doing the works. Now, granted, I understand there's fear in this thing too, which is a very good thing. But us, Akim, when we come in this truth, man, we delight in this truth. I delight having this wisdom. Throughout Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, I know all brothers pray in throughout Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi for this wisdom. This is some rare situations, brothers. This is very rare to know. Christianity, Jehovah Witnesses, everybody's saying Jesus and Yahweh and Ashaya, and all these Yeshuas and all these, all these different names in general. But the Wadi Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, we have the right name. You know what I'm saying? Because having that right name is only one name that you shall be saved under. You have to have that name. At the end of the day, the scripture says there's only one name that thou shalt be saved. So in general, when you look at this thing, out of all the names that I named, one of them is correct. Look at it like that. Multiple people are wrong and somebody is right. You gotta look at it that way too, brothers. Let me go into Second Esdras 9 and 7. I actually just learned this one, so this is very edifying for this particular video. It's Second Esdras 9 and 7. And everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby you have believed. I just said that. So, I'm nobody special. So the Spirit is working through me to edify you, brothers, and the rawchaa qadash. And look, and I just said that in 2 Peter 1 and 10. James 2 and 18, where, you got that faith in the works together and not one by alone. So it says, and everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby you have believed. Because if you believe in something, you're going to do something about it, even on a carnal way. You can't get stronger without going to the gym. You can't accomplish a particularly degree without going to school and studying, and et cetera, and et cetera. I don't have to keep on doing examples because I'm really big on examples, and brothers, always like say, come on, always in examples, and that's my thing. I really like examples, even though I made my point and also add example. That's just me, and my spirit just does that. But at the end of the day, though, I prove my point. But at the end of the day, though, by us brothers believing, man, we doing this for the elect, man. The elect is what it's all about. And by doing this for the elect, we're trying to edify our works for the elect. This is for the elect, man. And Lord willing, hopefully I'm part of the elect. And it just keeps on going into the elect. This is all about the elect. Going to pursuant to Romans 11 and 7. And I just said that this information and his wisdom that we have and his knowledge is very rare, because the Lord always does in small numbers, just like he has his elect, which is a small number. The Lord always deals with small numbers. So to prove his power, absolutely. Romans 11 and 7. What then? Israel have not attained which he seeketh for, but the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded. Right. So only the elect is going to get the proper doctrine of the scriptures in order to be saved, because the elect is ordained anyway. So it might sound unfair. It is what it is. The Lord does what he does, pursuing to Daniel 4 and 35. There's no question in the Lord. If you the elect, you the elect. If you not, you not. So that's why our brothers are prisoners of hope. And we just going to keep going in this thing, because it's better to keep trying this thing than to feel like, I might not be the elect, so I'm not going to try. That's ridiculous, because the elect behavior will try. So just like I said, man, it's only election that obtained it. And that's just simple. Let me go to finish this off with Matthew to prove my point. Because listen, man, like the Christianity will always say that this is for everybody. No, how can it be for everybody when the Lord keeps talking about his very elect? And I give definition of elect with a chosen few of people, very, very specific. Out of a number, 3 out of 10, 5 out of 20. It's a very small number. Matthew 24 and let me go to 13 in general. Let me go to 13. because it says, but he that shall endure unto the end, same shall be saved. Right. Only elect only elect knows about endurance, which also can be viewed as long suffering, which also can be viewed as patience. The elect will always have patience. That's why it says in Revelations 13:10, at the last part of the verse, it said, this is the faith and the patience of the saints. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what this thing is all about: long suffering, patience, and endurance. It's a marathon, not a sprint. So we're enduring for the elect's sake. You know, we go through our adversities, there's scoffers and things of that nature, but we don't care because we have to seal the elect. That's what it's all about. And so that's why we have to endure, because the same shall be saved. And it says, and I think it was, let me go to verse 31 to the point. It says, and he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet. We're talking about Yahawashi, and because pursuing the 30. And it says, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other. Right. So only that small number of brothers, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Indians, and the women and children of the 1/3, all them also, only a 1/3 of a pie, man. That's a small number. 2/3 of a pie is like almost, what's that? That's more than half, actually. 50% will be here. And so out of a pie, you got 50%, but this thing is going to be like 50% plus another little part of it too. Basically, almost the whole pie will be destroyed, and only a small little piece left for one person will be left. The 1/3 and 144,000, man. It's a small number. They're going to gather his very elect. And from the four corners of the end, I'm just reading one more time. Matthew 24:31. And he shall send his angels, Yahawashi, with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of earth to the other. Now, this elect, like I said in the beginning of this video, is going to be in different looking people, man. It's going to be a multitude of, it's going to be looking like a Chinese man getting beamed up. It's going to be an Edomite looking like getting beamed up, an African looking like beamed up. But through the Spirit, they were Israelites from the seed line of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You know what I mean? So that's how that works. And let me go to Revelation 7 to also go into a really good reference of small number. This is very interesting. For any brothers that's going watching the video is new to this thing, but if anything else is edification to the brothers in general. Revelation 7, and let's start at let's just go 4 to the point. At the end of the day, look at this number. So you have billions of Israelites on the planet, from the ones who really look like Israelites and to the others who don't look like Israelites, but who are still Israelites. At the end of the day, though, the Lord has the 144,000. Remember, it's 144,000 out of a billions of people that's going to be part of the elect of the big Don Dadas. Those are the boys of the boy. That's the men of the boys in this thing. You know what I mean? You got the elect of the elect with this one. And so the Lord is saying in Revelation 7, it says to make this even more stiff. That's why brothers would say, Lord willing, we one of these men. And Lord willing, I am too as well. But it says, let me go to 4. And I heard of the number of them which were sealed. See, because we're preaching his word to seal the elect. And there were sealed 144,000 of all tribes of the children of Israel. Not Moab, not Ammon. This is the elect of the nation of Israel. But it's the 144,000 of Judah. Of Judah. I'll get with the brother in a second. You got of Judah. My camera went out on me, but it's okay, brothers. So you got of Judah. You have of Judah, you have 12,000. Of Reuben, you have 12,000. Of Gad, you have 12,000. Asher, 12,000. Nephtali, I say that kind of always messed up, 12,000. Manasseh, 12,000. Simeon, 12,000. Levi, 12,000. Issachar, 12,000. Zebulun, 12,000. The tribe of Joseph, 12,000. Benjamin, 12,000. And then after that is a great multitude of people that will basically brothers and sisters that look like different nations. But at the end of the day, though, you got 12,000 out of a tribe. You know how many Israelites that are in Simeon and Levi and Asher and Naphtali and Reuben and Gad. There's so many millions of Israelites out here that are in those tribes by just bloodline, and only 12,000 out of each of those tribes are going to be elected into the 144,000, and then the 1/3 of the women and children and believers in general as well that will be saved as well. That's a small numbers, brother. So, with this video, man, I wanted to edify the brothers on the elect, man. We are doing this, and it's all about the elect. So with that, I want to give all praise and honors and glory to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, qadash, Yahawah, he is to be, exists, Bahasham in the name, and only begotten Son, the Lord and Savior, to deliver, Yahawashi, Bahasham in the name, and the only in the Holy Spirit of qadash. Double honors and apostles and elders to learn truth from GMS, and blessing to the 144,000. And blessing to the Akimadar preaching his word with wholehearted sincerity, and then blessings to the 144,000 and 1/3, the first fruits kingdom of heaven, Lord willing, on one of those men, the house of David, the Biyaf Dawadah, and Shalom, two brothers out there is looking in different tongues and looking in different nations that's also Israelites. Shalom.